Namaste and welcome everybody. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome everyone to another Wednesday live. Today our topic is about how when we have intimacy or sex with someone else, our auras will mix up and what happens then. Have you ever felt that after you had sex with someone, you don't feel well the next day, you're depressed, you're anxious, you have body aches, and you don't know what has been happening? So without any further ado, welcome everybody. Let's dive into our topic. When we talk about intimacy and sex, most people only think about pleasure, the body, the chemistry, but what hardly someone talks about is the energy. Because when you have sex with someone, it's not just our body that are touching, it's our soul mixing together which affects your whole aura, and also our frequencies are blending together. Every human being, as we all know, carries its own energetic fields, which contains of what? Memories, emotions, light, shadows, conditioning, traumas, karmas, and dramas, right? So when we connect intimately, our energy field merges like a river joining together, and when the connection ends, traces of that person remains in our emotions, in our mood, even in our how our body feels, right? That's why sometimes you feel heavy, confused, depressed, anxious, and you're just thinking to yourself, what just happened to me? I was having a intimate sex with someone, and I'm supposed to be, after all those chemical changes, I'm supposed to feel lighter, I'm supposed to feel happy, I'm supposed to be energetic, but that is not the case. So the truth is, not everyone energy is light, including ourselves, right? I think sometimes we have to really take some time to sit back and see what's happening in our own energetic fields before we start blaming someone else for being dark or for having dark energies or whatever, right? Okay. So, what I want all of us to do is to really take our rosy glasses off, take some time out, and sit down and examine ourselves really well. I often do that, and I'm really promoting this for all of you to do. Every single day when I wake up, before I leave my bed, I just come to myself. I quiet down myself. I do a semi meditation, and I just check to see what's in my field. Because as we all know, even when you live alone and when you're sleeping by yourself, everything else, the next door neighbor, the upstairs, the downstairs, anything can affect your energy field, right? So what I do, I make a major checking on myself, and then I promise myself that today I stay fully conscious and aware the whole time. I'm watching every thought, I'm watching every emotion that arises. I tell myself that my reality is being built up from where? From the thinking machine. So I clean up, I clear out my mind, and I become the conscious parent of my ego, and I ask Angel Michael to come and clear out my energetic field, and I command that nobody else can enter my space except Angel Michael, right? So, when you have sex and you're intimate with somebody, if someone carries unhealed traumas, pain, jealousy, anger, so what do you think will happen as we are having this sacred union with someone else, the masculine and the feminine? I think we have all forgotten that generally sex wasn't just for reproduction, having children, and all of that. Sex and intimacy was supposed to be something divine, sacred, the union between female and masculine to open the portal to heaven, to higher consciousness, right? So, is that what's happening right now, or because we just forgotten all about that and sex just became like daily habits of taking showers or eating or going to the bathroom, right? So now, when your own light becomes dimmer after you being intimate with somebody, you have to start to sit back and think the person that you're really being intimate with, how are they vibrating? We have to be very, very careful about who we are being intimate with or having sex with. We have to make sure that the person that we are being engaged with are coming from a higher vibrations. If they are full of traumas, conditioning, anxiety, depression, if they are or you are on some medication for antidepressant or anxiety and all of that, take responsibility and realize that I or you are also have to be responsible if we are not in a good place with ourselves, if we're taking multi anti-depression or anxiety, then I have to take responsibility and I have to say, well, this is my field, and I would not become intimate with someone else until I take my time to work on myself and eventually be in a good place and peace with myself. So, if sex is sacred because it's the most powerful exchange two human beings can have with one another, is literally two souls agreeing to open portal to the other. That's why it's not something casual, guys. If somebody is telling you, well, we are open up, is having sex is just like going to a restaurant and eating your favorite meal, it is not. It's much more serious than this. So now let's talk about what kind of sexual energy you and I are creating, because think about it, guys. Sex and the feeling of intimacy, being with somebody, or when your hormones are screaming that something is missing and your mind and ego is telling you that's because you haven't had sex for a while. Now you should start doing it and making yourself feeling better. Think about this. There is a energy that comes from second chakra, right? Where does all of our sexual energy comes from our second chakra, sacral center, the chakra of pleasure, desire, and creation. All of our creativity is coming also from there. So when sex is only for pleasure, It's raw, it's physical, and is just feeding your mind and ego, but it doesn't feed your spirit. Is the energy of the one night stand, the quick fix that I don't feel good, I feel horny, therefore, by having sex, I'm going to remove these agitations, whatever I'm feeling, whatever it feels that doesn't come as a good feeling, and you want to replace it with that few minutes or even an hour of pleasure. So when you're staying stuck in the second chakra, you are not connecting, right? So, what I would recommend, what is divine or sacred, is that when the sexual emotion arises, and I choose to become intimate with someone after I have really been honest with myself and I have done the work on myself, I find the inner peace, I find the joy and happiness to be only with myself. And now I want to be with someone else. What you need to do is stop the one night stand and stop jumping in bed before you really get to know someone. So, since sex is from the second chakra, you want to continue seeing this person, start to really get to know someone else, know everything about them, about their life stories, about their dramas, about their traumas, about where are they standing with themselves, are they on antidepressant or anxiety, are they using psychedelics or weed or something to calm themselves up. These are everything that you need to know. And once the two of us start, before being intimate and having sex, we start to really get to know one another, then we move to the upper chakra, to the heart chakra. The heart chakra is when I'm fully in love. I feel someone else is really matching my energy field. We are vibrationally a good fit. And then after that, even when you feel in love, I would recommend that I have done this in the past. I drag it on for a little bit longer, and then I pass the heart chakra and I come to the crown chakra. And once you hold on to the temptation or in jumping in bed with someone, once you pass that, and you start really to get to know someone, you hear them, they hear you, you understand them, they understand you, and then you drag it on for a little bit longer and you move to the crown chakra. Now is when sex is not just an activity, but it's divine. You are feeling that while you're doing this, while you're being intimate, your soul is being nourished, you're energized, you feel good. And the two of you, while you're mixing your auras to one another, your auras expand. And there's this balancing of emotion and spirit. So my question for you is, what do you choose? It doesn't matter where you have been till now, how you have been using sex till now. It doesn't matter. From this moment on, ask yourself honestly, how do you want to use sex and be intimate? Do you want to take your time? Do you want to really get to know the other person? Do you really want to be responsible? Because here's the thing, guys. Sometimes I see people who haven't really done the work. What do I mean by haven't done the work? They haven't done the self inquiry. They haven't started to ask the main question of who am I, right? So if I haven't done the work and I'm only coming from the ego, if I'm only coming from the mind that is driving me crazy all day long, wouldn't you think the best thing to do is to spend and give yourself this gift to start to do this self inquiry? Who am I? And trust me, guys, me, myself, and I, every morning when I wake up and I go into the yard, which is midnight, I watch the stars and I start really quieting down my mind. And I ask myself a few times, who am I? Who am I? Who am I? And the minute I ask myself, who am I? The consciousness, the higher consciousness arises. And I realize, oh, I am not my mind. I am not this thinking machine that's constantly producing thoughts, right? I am not the emotion. I am the emotions, it comes and it goes, right? The thoughts, they come and they go. So when I ask myself 3 times or 5 times, who am I? Who am I? Who am I? Who am I? The higher consciousness comes and my mind activities quieting down, and I don't pay attention to the thoughts. I know the emotions are after pass of the thoughts and the translation that the mind is giving to each events or anything that's happening in my life. And I understand that I'm not my emotion. And I understand that I have a body, but I am not the body. Yesterday, I wrote an article that you guys will soon have access to. That there is a mind, but the mind is not me. Therefore, the production of the thoughts is one of the activities of the mind, which is not mine. Period. That's it. The mind is doing its job, creating thoughts, but it's not mine. These are not my thoughts. So I decide not to get involved or engage with them. And the emotions, they come and go, and I decide not to pay attention to the emotion because I see the emotions are not constant. The emotion comes and goes, right? My physical body is a creation of the mind and the ego, right? So I'm not saying that I'm ignoring everything that's happening around me. I am just saying that I'm looking through a different lens, and that lens is I am beyond all of this stuff. There is a body, right? But I am not the body, right? Okay. So please, 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 I'm asking all of you to start doing this every morning as your daily meditation, as your daily mantra. Start repeating, who am I? Who am I? Who am I? And then you come to a higher consciousness that you are not the mind that is driving you crazy. You are not the emotions that are coming and going. So, what you really are is consistence. The I, the real I, that is my spirit, is my higher self, is never changing. Have you noticed that? All of us during our daily lives, whatever is happening, the emotions, the mind, the thoughts, everything that's happening, we are constantly changing. That's not who we are. But the real me never changes. Okay, so now from this moment on, please add this to your daily practices and write down for me. You will see how this really helps you guys. That's the way to escape the matrix. Thank you very much. Coming back to our topic, sex and our aura. You guys merge not to feel emptiness. So, my question for you is, the last time you were intimate or have sex, what was the reason that you did this? Was it because you felt lonely? Was it because you felt empty? Was it because your relationship wasn't doing well and you thought by having sex or being intimate, you can make your relationship deep again? Was it because you guys have been having a lot of arguments? Do you know why you feel bad after sex? Ask yourself this. Why do I feel bad after I have sex? Beside the fact that it could be somebody else's dramas, traumas, karmas, whatever they have that enters your auric field, beside that, ask yourself, what is the reason that you're having sex? Is it because if you feel bad after sex, guys, one of the reason is because you are living with somebody, you're being intimate. I don't care if you're married or you're not married, is your boyfriend or your girlfriend or whatever it is. But the reason you're sleeping and being intimate with this person is because you guys don't understand one another. You don't listen, you don't hear, you're upset, you're angry about a lot of stuff that's going on, right? But you came to a conclusion that nothing is changing. This person is not changing. Yes, I am codependent. I have codependency issue. I don't love them. I don't care about them. I am just stuck because my stickiness that comes from the ego. I'm codependent. I cannot leave this person. But while I am living with this person, we have a lot of problem. We don't understand each other. We don't like the same thing. We never ever do things that we love and adore. There is no deep, deep intimacy between us. Is mainly argument, but we are having sex and being intimate thinking that that's going to resolve our issue, our relationship is going to deepen, right? It does not. Stop. So my question is, please write down in the comment for me, why are you being intimate or having sex with someone else? What is your reason? Because the sex and the intimacy doesn't resolve your issues with someone else. It doesn't deepen your relationship. It doesn't remove the arguments, right? So give yourself some time. Take this seriously. Think about the sacred union. Think about what sex really meant from the very beginning. That two souls, the feminine and energy, merge into one another and you start feeling unity. You opening up the portal to heaven, to a higher consciousness, that both of you, after having sex and being intimate, you feel much more enlightened. You feel joyful. You feel this peace. This is what it meant to be, right? Okay. Now remember, spiritual sex doesn't start with techniques. I know there are a lot of coaches there. They tell you how to be intimate and how to have sex and how to make someone else's happy and give them an orgasm, but that's not what sex is about. It starts with awareness. Please write this down in the comments for me. I will remember, spiritual sex doesn't start with techniques, it starts with awareness. It's about who you let into your field. Ask yourself, does this person bring peace or more chaos in my field? Does it make my soul soar and enlighten, or do I become heavy? All these unresolved emotions starts coming up. By the way, guys, I also want to add this here. Sometimes when you have sex and after sex you feel really, really bad, it's because that you have a lot of issues with that person. And once you're having sex, all of those unresolved emotions start coming up, all of these traumas. Actually, they did a study and they noticed that a large number, I'm not sure if it was 67% of women after having sex, they are feeling horrible. They feel bad, they feel depressed, they have all of these emotions coming up, right? So, what I'm asking you right now, that you have to become more aware what is happening in your auric field. Who are you allowing to come to your life? Is your heart is being drained out, it leaves your spirit dry after you have sex, or on the contrary, you lighten up? Because every time you open yourself to say yes, actually what you are saying, I am allowing your energy to become part of mine. Write this down again, please. Every time you say yes to have sex with somebody, you are actually saying, I am allowing your energy to become a part of mine. Is this your intention? Yes or no? That's powerful, and it's something to choose wisely, wisely. So after any encounter, before, actually, let me take that back. Before you start being intimate with someone, protect your energetic field. One of the most effective one, as I have been repeating myself, is Angel Michael. Ask Angel Michael to come and clear your space first. Take responsibility to clear your space, right? Whatever is going on, traumas, anger, jealousy, clear out your energy. And then after any encounter, protect your energy. Cleanse your body, cleansing, prayer. Number one, Angel Michael, after having being intimate, you ask Angel Michael to come and clear out your space. You pray, you dance, you shower with intention. Run. You are telling yourself, I am releasing every energy that is not mine from my energy field, right? So I am replacing love and light. Your intention moves energy much faster than any burning sage stick. Intention is the most important thing than burning sages or whatever you're doing to cleanse, right? And here's a secret the world doesn't tell you. When you treat your sexual energy as sacred, this is something for you and I. What consists of seeing and feeling the sexual activity to be sacred? Let's get back to my 4 apps. Self love. The most crucial, important thing is for me to fully love myself, accept myself with everything that has happened to me, the life story that I've been living, everything that my mind and ego has been telling me, whatever happened in my life, all of my decisions, every move that I have made, everyone that I have been, whatever has happened to me till now, I fully love and accept myself. So that's number one. Before I think that I'm going to see sexual activity as something sacred, you got to have the number one fully practiced and covered up: self love and acceptance. Number two, worthiness, worthiness, worthiness. I am worthy. I am having divine sexual sacred activity, right? I am vibrating high. I deserve to be with the best person who has the highest vibration that matches my vibration. So, number three, being deserving. In order for me to find the right partner to be intimate with, I have to deep, deep, deep inside of me and in my subconscious mind believe that I deserve to be with someone with the highest vibration. And number four, being enough, right? So the four apps, please write it down: self love and acceptance. Number two, worthiness. Number three, being deserving. Number four, being enough. So once you covered all of these, once you work on these major, major apps, which is really actually what is the universe mirror is showing you, is about that, right? Stop going on dates, stop reading books, stop looking for techniques, stop thinking, fooling yourself that if you keep going out with on a date with different people, you're going to learn something, you're going to gain experience, you're going to come to a level that you can now handle anything. No, you do not. If you don't love yourself, my friends, if you don't feel worthy or deserving, no amount of book, coaches, dating is going to do that for you. Until you feel, once you start, let me make it very simple for you guys. Once you start really truly love yourself and accept yourself, everybody will be gravitated to be with you. Not only to be with you, a lot of us can attract the opposite sex, but we cannot keep it. Do you get me? You go on a date, you go on multiple dates, and you always see that it could be very nice. You could feel that you find the right person. But after a couple of dates or after a couple of weeks, you see that that turned out to be one of the most disastrous relationship you have ever encountered. Have you noticed that or not? Have you noticed that you went on a date and you dated a lot of people, but once you really start getting seriously, they did something, they ghosted you, they break up the engagement. That's what I'm dealing with every single day. A lot of my coaching is about people who are being heartbroken because they have been with someone or they have even been living with somebody that they were planning their future, that they're going to live happily ever after till the end of their lives, but suddenly something happened, it shocked them, and the person came and says, sorry, I cannot deal with this anymore, and they start giving you a lot of reasons why you are not the one. You need to go and do your healing on your own. You are the one who something is wrong with, right? They give you a lot of stickers that I cannot handle, I'm overwhelmed, I cannot deal with you, you're making me overwhelmed, I am anxious when I'm with you, I cannot go on with this. And then you feel that your heart is breaking, right? So tell me, are those books, where are those coaches that taught you the art of dating? Where are they when this happens to you? And how can they help you at this time? They cannot, because you have to go through the pain and suffering. And that depends on you. It depends on how long you're going to go through this, how long you're going to allow somebody else to play around with you, how much. This is the thing I want to tell you guys, because honestly I've been realizing lately that the major issue we have, all of us human being, is the mind, is our mind, is my mind that is driving me crazy. But we don't really seriously do anything about it, and I don't get it. I keep repeating myself, keep saying, this is divine tool. I have given you guys a divine tool. Thought cuts silence. I said the minute you know that the mind scientifically creates 75 to 95,000 thoughts per day that drive anybody crazy, right? So we know that, and I said thought cuts silence is the golden scissor, is the magic that can help you survive, is the magic that helps you end your suffering, but nobody does it. I don't get it. Can you please tell me why you don't do the practice of thought cut silence all day long? And my second divine download, seeing the ego, recognizing the ego, seeing all the aspect to become the conscious parent of the ego. All day long, I'm watching my ego. The minute my ego wants to do something, I stop it. And I said, no, sweetheart, I am being the conscious parent. I will take care of you. No, this we're not going to do this. Let's delay this for a few minutes. And I do what the heck I want to do. But these two practices, thought cut silence, seeing the ego, being aware of your ego all the time and constantly, I don't know why you don't do it. Anyways, I'm going to end this live and I'm going to tell you guys, please listen. Please listen up. If you don't do these two practices, if you don't take it seriously, if you don't have self love, feeling worthy, deserving, being enough, you're just going to vibrate somebody who's unhealed, somebody who's going to throw all of their traumas the same as you, because you still also living the old stories and the traumas and the dramas and keep being tricked by your mind and ego. Let's go to the past and let's resolve this. Let's go to the past and let's heal this. But this healing, as long as you are a puppet attached to that string of mind and ego, you never get healed, because the mind and ego won't let you become or feel whole, complete, and healed. Okay, so now, please, you can become a magnet of love, light, your true essence. If you don't do that, remember guys, sex can heal or it can haunt. It all depends the state that you're in, the person that you're attracting. It can expand your aura into divine light or overlay it with the weight of someone else's wounds. The difference is consciousness. So stay awake. Know what you're merging with. Be discerning. By having sex after this life, you guys have to become extremely discerning who you allow to come in your auric field. Know what you're doing, what you're merging with, because your aura is your energetic home. Protect it like your life depends on it. Your body remembers everyone your soul has touched. Please write this down in the comment for me again. Your body remembers everyone your soul has touched. Each encounter is an imprint on your soul. Make sure the next one adds light to your journey, not shadows. It's an exchange of power, vibration, and infinite possibility. But you need to be aware and start conscious. Thank you very much, everybody. Till next time, I see you guys. Please write a comment for me what you guys want to know about. What is the topic of your choice? Where can I help you? I am at your service. Till next time, love and light. Goodbye, everyone. Goodbye. Love you. Love you, love you, love you.